Hey gang, we're back. Today on What You Doing, we've been calling a lot of people, shows that we didn't get to go to and people we didn't get to see. But I thought it'd be real nice if we can call and talk to one of our club members and about our club event that very possibly we're going to be able to do it because it's not till the end of October. So while we're getting itchy, I'd like to find out what's possible that we might be coming to and let y'all know what's going on. So I'm getting ready to call Margie Steele. That's Paula's daughter. And in our club we have a thing called the Woolly Worm. The Woolly Worm Margie brought back. And we used to do this and very successful for many years. She and her son and her grandkids, and daughter, they have been so instrumental on bringing this back to where we have routes that we can get together in cars, run these beautiful routes. It's not a rally like a TSD or one like we used to do or the ones that we had to cancel this year. This is drive at your own, some back roads you've never seen up around the parkway, and then finishing up at John Saylor's farm where we always have something wonderful to eat. We've done chicken stews and we've done hot dogs at a park, and there's always a great thing. And several successful ones have been costume ones that we've done around Halloween that she has put together where they won awards for wearing costumes. And there's nothing more fun than riding in the parkway and having somebody go by you and go, was that a gorilla driving a Triumph TR4 with the top down? I mean, that's funny. And we have so much fun doing that. So I thought we'd give Margie, who's our Woolly Worm queen, and more importantly, all the years that us people have been putting this on, it is so refreshing to have the children and grandchildren take over and say, let us put this on and y'all sit down. It's amazing. She's quite the accomplishment. You know her with Moss Flower, the Bug Eye. She's won many TSD rallies, and she's definitely put herself out there for many years on the rallies. And so I'm going to call Margie and let's find out what can we do possibly to get out and enjoy our cars and find out what she doing. All right, here, speakerphone. So y'all don't know that's John Saylor's daughter-in-law too. So here we go. See if I can get where I can hide my face.
Hello?
Hey Margie, what you doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
I'm giving you a shout because we're doing a What You Doing, and I'd love to be able to know that what I might be able to do. So you're the queen of the Woolly Worm and queen of the rallies, and you and Moss Flower, and we want to know what you and John and the family and all got maybe in store for all of us to get out and have a good time, and when it's going to be, because everything's been canceled, but we may have a shot. So what's going to happen?
Well, it's on October 24th. I still don't have a time yet. We just mapped out our route on Sunday, and we actually got lost.
Wow. John Saylor getting lost in the mountains up there is unbelievable. I want to see that road.
Yeah, we did. We got lost, and but it's really, as usual, it's pretty, but a lot of new sights, and we're working on the scavenger hunt questions.
Cool. So you're doing this year will be something different.
Yeah.
No costumes. Well, sort of.
Yeah. It's, it's supposed to be a leisurely drive. It's not a timed event, so you don't have to rush. So we're making sure that this year you actually get out of your car and enjoy the views.
Oh, cool.
So the questions may be, you might have to count something, or you might actually have to get out of the car and find something, or maybe pick me something and bring it in, or take a picture of something in particular to show. So
That'll get them out there at an overlook.
yeah, oh yeah. So but even right now, with the way the trees are blooming, it looks like it's fall colors up there right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it is really, it's eerie too, because there's nobody up on the parkway.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, there's nobody driving. You don't see nobody running, nobody walking. It was an eerie feeling riding this year.
Yeah, so if y'all don't know, she's up in Elkin and up there at the mountains and in the parkway where many of us has gone, and they got the opportunity where they are riding around the mountains, and so you're putting it to a real beautiful route again, and all. Now, you say this might still be, it's going to be a costume still?
Yep, Western/Moonshiner days. I'm trying to incorporate the two. Costumes, you can, like John Wayne Days, or there's a series on Lifetime called When Calls the Heart, or you can dress up like the Moonshiners, or even Bonnie and Clyde, just those, any type of those costumes.
Oh, cool. So, in other words, just wear what Jerry Anderson wears every day. You're all right.
Well, yeah.
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 And the
Yeah.
women can be anywhere from the saloon floozy to the farm woman.
Or as you put it, not too long ago, you're feeling, at the meeting when I announced it all, you said it wouldn't hurt your feelings to see the little salon girls or the saloon girls.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Let's have a little can going on by the river.
Yeah, so any of those. John said he'd like to see if some of the women could dress up like they did, when they had the long skirts and the blouses with the bonnets, like Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah, that kind of area.
Yeah,
Little House on the Prairie thing.
Yeah, so you've got a variations of how you want to dress. You can pick any of those characters, or like you said, Jerry Anderson, just whoever.
And you don't have to. No, you're not required. You're not required. But you're doing any, you've had prizes before for voted the best. You having any that you maybe have something maybe to give those that are outstanding costumes?
Well, we probably will have at least one award for the costumes, but we will have 3 since it's a scavenger hunt, or I may just do 2 for that and 1 for the costume contest. But 3 of the prizes, as of right now, are being handmade by John Saylor.
Oh, he's such an amazing modeler and carver. It's going to be so cool.
Well, the one award that that I showed as an example of what the awards would be, these that he's making now, he has gone over the top on these.
Well, he's stuck inside too.
Oh yeah, I don't let him go far.
Well, that's good. I know you're taking care of them, and continue on this. And I have other questions on how you doing, because we ain't talked in a long time, and what you're doing. But so what are we doing? We're not going to have a chicken stew this year.
No, our guy that we've been having for chicken stew has other family obligations this year, and he does others, besides John and mine. He does churches and family reunions, and so he's a little burned out, so he wants to take this year to enjoy the events that he's being invited to instead of cooking.
Well, good.
So
Robbie's done so much for us for so long.
Oh, yeah.
So what
So
you planning on us eating afterwards?
Well, we're going to do a barbecue.
Oh, get a bunch of barbecue and slaw and...
Yeah, and we're going to have Western baked beans, potato salad. There's going to be banana pudding, and then I'm going to do an old century sweet hoe cake.
Oh, cool. Keep it back in the Western times.
Oh, yeah, so everything's geared to all of that. The decorations this year, really haven't gone all out. It's just going to look like I did. I don't think I'm going to top last year's. That was a lot of work
No,
last year.
I don't think anybody could top last year's costume party. Not at all.
But there'll be different areas, different things to see, like a saloon. You'll see an outhouse, maybe an old wagon. There'll be like a camp out area where I put in a moonshiner's vehicle of some type, and there'll be a farm. So just little different areas to look at, and I'm hoping to be able to do the river enough to where they can actually go down and actually be at the river, at the water.
Yeah, that'd be so nice. I know that's something you've attempted for several years to get everything ready by the beautiful river that goes around John Saylor's farm, and all cleared out, and worked for months to get it beautiful, and we would have an absolute monsoon the day or two before. It'd be beautiful when we ran it, and it would flood over the banks. We would have to go get everything that we had set up, the outside cooking pots and everything, and move it through the pouring rain up to the house on the hill and set it all up again. It's like, this will be third time's the charm. This time it's gotta work. It's gorgeous down there.
It's going to work either way, because we've learned that when we have not used the river because of the rain and that, the ground down there really is not, it's wet and a little squishy, but it's still manageable. So, our participants might opt to wear some shoes under their costumes that they won't mind if it gets wet. Because think about it, back in the Western days and that, they didn't have sidewalks. They walked in wet grounds and roads.
Yeah.
So we're just going to one way or another, unless it's just a complete washout, it'll be at the river. Just wear shoes that you wouldn't mind getting wet that day.
Yeah, bring a pair.
Yeah.
Bring a pair. So, so it looks like we're all getting excited because you're going to be the premier event for the North Carolina for any kind of car event. And it always has been a premier event, but good Lord. Now, we may have so many cars that don't know. Should these people be getting a hold of you to, you have an idea how much barbecue we should do, or you need some RSVPs? What do you need?
Yeah, this year I would really, even as early as now, if you think there's, at least a glimmer of hope that you'll make it, if they'll email me, and I can put it on our club site and all that, and let me know that they're coming and about how many, so that way I can kind of think ahead for the food, because everything's being made by all of us except for the barbecue. We haven't decided on where we want to get it from yet. But yeah, it would be a lot easier if I had early estimates on how much food needs to be made. And I already, like you said, we could, just get outnumbered this year with cars. So I've already have been in touch with the town manager, and we will have ample parking, and it'll still be close enough to our start, which is the Lucky Bake.
Okay, explain what that is, because we've all met and started at many places around Elkin, in downtown Elkin, but where are we going to be starting at this October?
Well, it's on Main Street, on the, not the post office side, but the other side. It's just a little, like, bakery / deli type shop. They sell all kinds of sandwiches, baked goods, coffee. There's a restroom there. We chose this place because of John's cousin, George Saylor. It used to be George's place, and it used to be like, I think when George owned it, it was the only bar in Elkin.
Yeah.
Plus George always called himself his self-proclaimed mayor of Elkin. But he was just absolutely adored in Elkin and all that. So when this place came up, I decided that's where I wanted to have it this year. And we're trying to get his sister to come up this year and just do a brief, history on George at the driver's meeting.
Oh, that'll be fantastic. And we got good ample parking around there for everybody to park and walk around
yeah.
Elkin and that and leave from there when they want to and take their time and
Yeah.
look at everything.
And we've got 4 bathrooms this year.
All right.
There's one at the very beginning. There's one about halfway through the route. There's one right towards the end of the route, and then when you get to John's house.
Oh, this sounds wonderful. And still, what we planning on times of, just say, even first car off and to John's? Be still looking about starting around 11 and be eating around 4:30.
Well, I don't know, because we haven't finalized the route just yet.
Yeah.
Right now it seems to be a little long, but then again, we did get lost and we had to stop and fix the odometer on the clipboard, and so it may be shorter than what we're thinking right now. So once I get that nailed down and I'm confident as to how long it'll take us, I don't know, we could start at a later time, we could start at an earlier time. A lot of people said last year they liked the later start time.
Yeah.
They didn't have to get up so early and be up here. So, but I would say probably around the same thing as last year. They can start arriving about 9:30, 10. We'll do a meeting at 11, 11:30, and when they're ready to go, they can just go. And, I think we would probably eat before 4. I don't want to put a specific time.
Yeah.
But
Well, we're not having to cook like we did. There's not
Right.
waiting on a whole two 55-gallon cauldrons of chicken stew to be finished cooking. This is like catered barbecue, and you girls have already cooked up everything else.
Yeah. And for those that do not like barbecue, I will have hot dogs on standby.
There you go. If you can't take the pork, take the nitrates.
Right.
That'll work. So,
But I think we should be done with the route and eating and awards and all that, where they can get home earlier than what they have been in the past.
that'll be wonderful and a wonderful day for it. I mean, if you haven't ever done this, guys, and you've talked to people that have, they always end up at the end at John's going, I didn't even know there was a road above Stone Mountain where you could stop and look down on top of it. I had no idea. So
Yeah.
these guys, they find places that you wouldn't believe that are almost prehistoric when you get there. And you just go, look at the view from here. I didn't know it existed. So it's always great times, great food, great drives, a great big farm to hang out at and enjoy your cars. Which, speaking of enjoying your cars, how's your car coming? How's Mossflower Bug-Eye?
Well, her motor finally got put back in the car last night. He's still trying to get it centered so it'll drop down completely in it. But, I don't get to drive her just yet. Hopefully within the next couple of weeks she'll be back up and running and this year instead of being broke down like the last couple of years.
That'll be great. Great to see you then. Well, we'll probably do this again, but we'll make sure that Steve gets out your email for the next newsletter we got coming out in a couple of weeks, and reminding people that even if it's too far out to know cancel or not, but you think you're going to be doing this, let Margie know, so we got to count and we got to know how to plan for X amount, because
And it's $10 per person.
yeah, which
That includes lunch.
I've never been able to leave there without eating about $50 worth of food for $10. You know.
You started the minute you got up to the house to help me finish up.
and Melvin Reese still out-ate me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he did. I think he even took a plate with him.
Oh, yeah. There's usually to-go stuff, but I remember Robbie going, that little fella over there, this is his 8th bowl of chicken stew. I don't know where he puts it. Melvin can drive and he can eat.
Hopefully Melvin will be able to make it again this year. It's just not a route without Melvin.
Yeah, well, he will, and he's doing really good, by the way. He's off the walker and good enough where, I put his brakes back on his car, to keep him from going out and killing himself, I wouldn't fix his brakes. So I fixed his Healey so he had brakes, and he can drive it now, and it doesn't hurt him. So
Well, you might need to go back in and put a governor on it so he really can't go like he would want.
yeah, well, the doctors released him, and he wanted his car right then. He wanted to go drive it, and I told him, I have not released you yet. So when you can prove to me you're strong enough to push that brake and clutch and live, I will fix your brakes. We did that about a month ago, and he drove it home, and he's been riding some on the Sunday afternoons and getting used to it, and he's getting stronger and stronger. So he's back in the saddle again. So he will definitely make it.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah. So everybody else okay? John, all the kids, John's son.
Yeah, John, he's still able to work because he does oil changes and that. I still work because I do health care. The little one, he's great. He's accelerating with this online school and not a bit of trouble. Still very well behaved. I can't complain for a grandbaby like that.
No, he's just sharp as a tack. That boy's smart. That boy is so smart.
Not most 7-year-olds will walk up to an adult and extend his hand and say, I'm Malachi, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Which reminds me to tell these people, bring your grandkids. Yeah, this is not an old person's show. I mean, we have kids. We bring the kids. They love it. They're seeing stuff. They're riding around with parents and grandparents, and they get to go to the farm where there's room to run, or
My grandson would love it.
Yeah. So bring the kids. It's a good family outing. So
Lord, yeah.
yeah. Well, you take care of yourself, thanks, and we'll get this posted up
And
for
I tell you what,
tomorrow.
if you want to bring your kids, I will only charge $5 for them
Oh yeah.
instead of the 10. Get them out of the house. They're stir crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand. All right, baby. I love you, and thank you for always doing this. And I'm hoping if everybody pays attention and this stuff finally gets curved out and doing better, that we will have some fall runs, because it's narrowing down to where there's not many going to be left. And we're taking it right there to the beginning of winter almost. So it's like, it's got to be one we can run, and it's got to be Margie's Woolly Worm.
Well, Doug Higgins announced that as of right now, his November one is still on.
Yeah, he canceled this one, so he would be after hours this time,
Yeah.
and that's always
He
a great
wants the
thing.
November. He says he prefers the November time now.
Yeah, he had like 150 cars last November that showed up.
Yeah, so there's ours, and then Doug Higgins right now too still is going to do his in November. So
Yeah, and he likes to come do ours. That's what helps so much. And we both like to do both of them. And he likes to come and do our costume, and he likes to come do our event. And then the next weekend or so, he has his, and we all meet there again, and we eat and enjoy his farm and lake and camaraderie, and have a wonderful, covered dish. Bring your own. It's a great time to just get together with friends.
Right.
All right. Well, you take care of the old man,
I am.
and
You do the same.
get that bug eye going again.
Well,
It's getting close. I know you got the clutch and all that fixed now.
Oh yeah, well everything's together, and he just sat the motor down in the car last night, but he said for some reason it's not wanting to sit in there, and it was getting late, so he'll go back at it again.
Yeah, best not to push it.
Yeah.
You'd go, oh, that's what caused it, and I broke the snot out of that. Don't need that.
No, he's pretty good with my car. I can't complain, so.
No, he's a good mechanic. All right,
Yeah.
well, I love you, and
Love you too.
this will be posted out tomorrow.
Okie doke.
All right, you take care, sweetheart.
You too, baby.
All right, bye, babe.
Bye.
All right, we may have an event, and if you hadn't ever done this, guys, you're missing it. Ask a lot of the regulars. Hell, we get people to break out of prison to do that. If you were there last year, you saw them inmates. The Irwins, that's a nasty damn team, Bonnie and Clyde right there. They broke out, still had their damn ball and chain on and their striped suit, and they still went and did it. I don't know if they'll be there. I think they still may be on the run somewhere. We'll see. But anyway, that's it. Now we know what's happening with Margie, Queen of the Woolly Worm, and what we got coming up that we can look forward to. And check the newsletter from Steve and give Margie a shout on the email and say whether or not we just kind of got an idea of how much space we need to make sure and everybody's comfortable and plenty of food. Because hey, we're we're an eating club with a driving disorder is basically it. You know, we love to eat, and so we're an eating club with a driving disorder, so we just need to make sure you have enough food, Melvin. All right, y'all take care, and we'll post this thing on up. Y'all have a good day. I'm calling it quits today. Bye.